And welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. I am one half of your host and your virtual bartender, Mr. Nick Teodoro. Joining me, as always, my tag team partner in life, my wife, Miss Nicole. Nicole, what are you having?
Oh, you kids know me. Some Tito's, some orange, some cranberry juice. Mr. Nick, tell the people what you're drinking and our three things for the show.
I'm drinking some Josh wine, just switching up that
Whoa.
Cabernet. A little something different because it's the 3rd of July, but we're celebrating the 4th of July.
Yes.
Independence Day. But Nikki, we are headed towards Rollins versus Reigns at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar challenges Oba Femi to Hell in a Cell. And today, we celebrate Independence Day with a special edition of trivia. And what's more American than porn star or pro wrestler? So, Nikki, it is Friday, July 3rd, 2026. This is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell him bring another round when he's let it go. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
And welcome back in every Friday, everybody. Happy Independence Day to us all celebrating Americans here. But if you're new here, smash the old like and subscribe. You're a regular, you know we love having you. Nikki, a couple quick, fun show
I was first going to ask you if all of us tonight are patriots in Chelsea.
I
Green
tried to get you to
Arcade.
get that shirt. But you know,
I did. It's not getting delivered to the 7th. We missed the boat.
2020, your
Next, wear it next
fashion
year.
choice for 2027, but I got my Sting for it.
I believe that's my Sting shirt that I gifted you.
It's now mine. Possession's 9/10 of the law.
So you look at it in blue. But
I
anyways,
guess technically you get half.
I will cut it right off you.
Have a Sting you want.
I want the back. The front scares me. That's what I give it to you.
Oh, man.
Anywho.
But we got a lot to get to real quickly before we get to that. Some fun Nick Club announcements. Tank Theodora returns to commentary July 11th. You may recognize Bull James.
Bull Dempsey from NXT.
William Regal's guy from NXT. He'll be on the card. Also, not in this picture, in this photo, unfortunately. There's some new graphics that just came out today. But Bill Alfonso, legendary ECW manager.
Mm-hmm.
Joel Gertner will also be there. Pitbull Gary Wolf will also be there. Not always be there. But
You got it. Some EC Dub alums.
yeah, so we got a lot coming at you in the next week and change, including the fair, the Ocean County Fair. But Nikki, that's all in the future. But let's talk about tonight.
Live in the now.
Yeah, we're gonna live in the now because again, it is a very special episode. 4th of July, we celebrate our Independence Day. I figured no better way. Last week we celebrated Pride Month with our very special friend Mikey, who we love very much, and a friend who introduces us to our co-hosts for the evening. Nikki, no better way to celebrate America than with 2 real Americans. and
That's
Sean
right.
from If We Had the Pencil. Welcome in, fellas.
Welcome to the
Cheers.
bar.
What
Cheers.
is going on?
What is going on? Good to see y'all.
Pleasure having you. Thank you guys for coming on, but more importantly, thank you all for your service.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And
Thank
happy
you.
4th to you and everybody out there listening.
Exactly.
Same.
We're fun. I'm excited. We've been talking about this for a while now, so we got a lot to get to. We got Monday Night Raw to get to. Oh gosh, I got bugs chill around here. There's gnats. I don't know. We're indoors, Nat. Unlike you, but apparently
They're too hot. They're too hot. They're coming in to get your AC.
That's exactly what's going on. All that. But gentlemen, thank you for joining us as we celebrate our Independence Day, and I figured I couldn't deliver a good enough speech, so I found a good one in the movies.
That's fun.
And should we win the day, the 4th of July will no longer be known as an American holiday, but as the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we celebrate our Independence Day.
You're gonna run through a brick wall.
Nailed
Welcome to Earth, mofo.
Yeah.
God, I will say that speech is probably. I think I heard one other one, and I can't think of it, so that one has to be number one. There is probably no more motivational speech in movies than that one. Like, that one is top notch.
Did you watch the second movie?
We shall not speak of that. Yes, I have.
I don't know. The speech Herb Brooks gives in the movie Miracle to the 80 Olympic hockey team.
That's a fair one.
That's a great speech.
But that's history, though. Like, that's not fiction, right? Like,
all right.
Like, that one for Independence Day was...
No, whoever the screenwriter was, they nailed it.
Nailed it. Well, the performance was top-notch, too. And that whole movie is just so good. Like, so good. Sorry, guilty pleasure, sci-fi nerd. We shall continue. You're a wrestling podcast. We shall continue.
Touche. Well, gentlemen, speaking of the theme, right, Independence Day, but we'll start off just a question here. Sean, I know we did a Mount Rushmore Monday a few months back, and one of your Mount Rushmore groups was the Judgment Day, but I'm going to throw this out here because, well, first before, actually, no, I digress. I want to dig.
ADD brain.
I know. Sorry, my ADD's all over the place. I'm doing too many things.
You're like Jey Uso. You need to get your meds adjusted.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't pull that shit on commentary, Nick, when you know.
Oh, yeah.
Rise above, Nick.
Who was that one announcer that kept it was on for like 2 weeks on Raw, and he kept
Pick one.
Katie says hi, by the way.
He was picture
Like the Middle Eastern guy. Then you had the bald guy that was there for a hot second.
someone A.
Then you had Kevin Phillips that was always out of breath.
Yeah.
Was it Kevin Phillips? He had like some weird nickname. He's like Shazam, and he would just say some weird out of character crap, and you're just like, I don't think that really works. Okay, I digress. But no, I wanted to. Obviously, our audience has had glimpses of you guys over the course of the last year. But what I love about you guys is, take us through, if we had the pencil, how you guys came together, your
origin story.
Yeah, the origin story of
you wrestling.
Long time ago in a galaxy far away.
No, Matt, we're military, so we're going to start this off right. No shit, there we were.
That's correct.
Honestly, like, it was just pure happenstance, but two very popular things happened in Joint Base Lewis and McChord, Washington, right? So if you're in the military, you make all your friends at the smoke pit. Matt and I are both smokers, so that's kind of how we initially connected. And then by happenstance, we ended up going to Yakima Training Center and working together because we were both what's called an observer controller. So basically, we watch units as they train. We keep them from hurting themselves and doing dumb stuff, and then we coach them along. So that was our gig. Well, as Matt and I got to know each other, we found out, oh, you like wrestling? I like wrestling. Oh, you like NASCAR? I like NASCAR. Oh, you like football? Even though I hate your team, we can get along, So it just kind of melded in. And then Matt and I used to have multiple hour-long conversations on the phone after PLEs a lot of the time. And like, one of the biggest ones was like after was it WrestleMania 39, Matt? Like
when Roman
we
went
just
over
spent
Cody.
like 2 hours when Roman went over Cody. And like by this point, him and I both were like at bloodline fatigue and really getting annoyed with it. And then, you finally had Cody kind of pop up and you're like, finally, somebody new. He's already grinded through the whole roster, blah, blah, blah. And Matt and I just spent like 2 hours of, you know what our group text is called, group therapy, right? Like Matt and I had a therapy session. So fast forward, I retire out of the military, all this, that, and the other. And Matt retires. And like we start talking and I'm like, dude, we really do have these great conversations because like him and I would sit on the phone and we would craft elaborate storylines for these guys. And like, most of our initial swag at this was trying to write out of the hole that WWE dug for Roman Reigns, right? And the reason I say that is like once he got both belts, we all know what happened, right? Like that, it was like, okay, well, he's got both belts. How do we get out of this, man? Like we're in this like vortex now. Now there's nothing on Raw. He's hanging out at SmackDown at the time. So Matt and I would have these dialogues back and forth. And like we started to realize like we were doing it to like a lot of the more prevalent storylines. So we were like, we should probably record this. So like we kicked the can down the road for like 6 months. And then finally I hit a point and I was like, Matt, I found software that'll do it, and him and I are crusty and old, and obviously I have tons of time constraints. So we hooked up with Riverside, which has got a great AI platform that kind of helps us along. We were both definite novice, and our earlier episodes show that. So like we found a platform and we found, so we just started stitching it together and we're like, people listen, they listen. They don't, they don't. But you know what? We're just happy to be here. We're just going to throw it out into the ether and hopefully we get, stimulating conversation. We've made great friends along the way. We've met Yatu. We met Mikey. It's been a great journey. So, and I've dominated the conversation as I always do. So Matt, feel free to give your part of this.
So what he said, but yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the process and actually it's made me watch other podcasters as well. I follow James Romero a lot, and James has taken some heat lately, but we've actually exchanged a couple emails, just asking about podcasting and tips and all that stuff. But yeah, we like the community. But yeah, it was like we would talk for hours. It was like high school girls on the telephone, just all night long, just
fair.
And
talking about boys.
Yeah, but WrestleMania 39 was like, that was we had to talk each other both off the ledge because we were a little emotional despair. But we would even mention, well, like, we would throw it out there like, man, like, we should just do a podcast someday. We'd be like, yeah, whatever. And then it would just get forgotten about until somebody else would say it a few months later. So it's fun to do it. Like, I do all the shorts. I'm still a novice at doing shorts, but we're learning. And I think we put out good stuff. I don't think it's for everybody. We're still learning what the hot ticket, like, shorts and stuff to put on. Like, I'll put a Ricky Saints one on, and like, because we were impressed with Ricky Saints over Night of Champions. Like, finally, I'm like, okay, now I'm invested in Ricky Saints. Kind of like what it did with Julia and Kiana James. It took some time. So anyway, now I've lost my train of thought because I mentioned Kiana James.
So I'll add to that, though. Matt and I feel like we've carved out a unique niche, at least as it pertains to wrestling, because we both enjoy wrestling, right? Like, we both enjoy it. So, But the kicker is we actually have to talk each other out of like, oh, NXT's having this really big thing. We don't.
Yes.
We want to watch it, but we don't. Or like even a big AEW PLE or just tuning into AEW to see what's going on there. We try to keep ourselves very main roster focused. The only exception to that is AAA.
AAA.
Which,
this is I remember the point real quick. So you post something like that, but the internet, if I post about Roman or Solo or any of the big stories like Brock and Oba, that's when you get the comments, that's when you get the likes. But I'll look at the shorts and I'll be like, I kind of want to put out like the Ricky Saints thing. Like I have this thing now on every podcast we do that KO is coming back. So I'm going to do it on yours. Kevin Owens is coming back. And that's why I do it, for that reason. Plus, it's documented. So when I have another, spike the football moment.
Like Sami Zayn winning for the good guys. It's documented on this show. Sami did it for the good guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So with that, like, Wednesday before Night of Champions, I texted Sean, and then I ended up like the next day put on the group chat. I'm like, man, like, as much as I hate to say this, like, Sami should go over. It would just create that chaos, because that's what we want to see. I want to see chaos, and then I want to see the IWC have a meltdown. Well, guess what? Mission accomplished. Thank you. Great job. Because the IWC is melting right now, and I'm loving it. Let it burn.
You said the perfect word, chaos. Because we got so much, dare I say controlled chaos, but chaos nonetheless coming at you guys. So you guys ready to have some fun tonight?
Let's have a blast, man.
All right. Well, we're going to kick it off with my favorite segment. I know it's Nikki's favorite segment. It's usually the audience's favorite segment. It's Nikki's non-kayfabe news.
So very briefly, because I want to hit this quickly and then hit it and then quit it. But the TNA saga continues. The latest release, and then he said it wasn't released, that he asked for it. Eric Young has left TNA, which is, again, sort of original legend, then dipped his toes in WWE, and then when Vince McMahon came back, he was like, nah, not for me, and dipped out. So now apparently the rumor is WWE wants him to come back as a player coach. So I feel like apparently the word on the street is Triple H didn't want him to leave, but Eric wasn't going to work with Vince.
I'm losing my sanity.
Which, again, Sanity was so good in NXT, and then they came up to SmackDown, sans Nikki Cross, and then just, again, kind of floated around the dying SmackDown tag team, which is still floundering and dying. But I think it would be interesting, because then it would be another TNA alum legend that's now just back in the background of WWE. Like your Joseph Parks, like your Bobby Roodes. There's 100 other ones that I'm missing right now. Reese will put them in the chat. But again, I think it'd be someone they should snap up. I would think he'd maybe go to SmackDown. I think SmackDown probably needs the help at this point. I wouldn't necessarily see him going back to NXT. But it'd be interesting to see where he lands.
Just another good mind for the business.
Yeah.
I guess that would be good. And with basically TNA is essentially owned by WWE at this point, so it's not really that big a deal in my opinion. If they swap back and forth and he knows most of the talent already, then with similar product. But Matt or Sean, either of you guys want to chime in? I don't know, with your experience with, I know you guys only watch Maine, but what experience you guys had with Eric Young, and what are you seeing from him?
Matt, I got nothing.
I've seen a little bit of him, but I mean not much. But I mean, I think he'll fit in. But
Borash, that's
again, I don't think you put him in NXT. I think you can add him to your Raw, SmackDown, mid card, IC US title gang. So, and I think that'd be a good fit for him.
Yeah, he was always kind of a big mid card wrestler. He did win the TNA World Title, but it was kind of like not a Daniel Bryan type thing. Kind of like
they were trying to capture their Daniel Bryan. And I don't think it was maybe working on the levels of like WWE Daniel Bryan. They were trying to get like the guy that, that the office didn't want to be champion, and he's like the people cheer for him, and he's like the B+ player bearded guy. But I don't think it really hit the heights that like obviously Daniel Bryan did. But he's been around for so long. I think
he plays a great heel. He really does play a really good heel.
Which is crazy because I feel like they try to push him so hard as a face. And even like early sanity days of when they were more the heely side, it was cool.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. But Nikki, a little short one here.
A little short one. You hit my music.
Hit it and quit it.
Hit it and quit it.
All right, fellas. I promise some shenanigans, and I will not disappoint. Because why not just bring you guys on here and have a little fun and maybe, dare I say, in the most controversial way on this show.
Here we go.
Hit you guys against one another. And Nikki, I'll throw Nikki into this thing.
I thought I was reading the questions.
Oh yeah, you're reading questions too. You can answer them too. You can read and answer. You're allowed.
Oh, a player coach.
Yes, read or answer.
Bryce Aroni holder.
Can I be Sean Connery from Celebrity Jeopardy?
Yes.
If you want, if you can pull off that accent and read off the
If you can shit
Oh,
on like he shits on.
oh, you filthy bastards! You filthy bastards! I'll take anal bump cover for 200.
Yes. Kat, already getting started in the chat. You settle down, Kat.
That's
Not
my girls.
changing the rules. There's no-
Everyone knows you change
Yes.
the rules constantly.
There is no rule changing. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. We've established this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready. Independence Day themed trivia.
For a second, I thought we were gonna hit it. I was like, who's gonna hit it?
Wow, Baywatch.
I know.
My nostalgia meter just pegged.
Oh, we're bringing it
I
back.
don't because the first time we did it was our show that we did it at the Seaside Boardwalk, and he hit it. I was like, that song just hits. And then it's
But
just
did we get the slow-mo of Nick shirtless running on the beach? Did we get that slow-mo footage yet? Because that
There you
would
go,
take
there
it to the next level.
AI can do a lot of things, so I mean, it could happen.
Instead of the lifeguard tube or whatever they got, he's just running with a beer in his hand, slow-mo.
a wine bottle.
Bust out your iPhone. It's time.
All right. All right, gentlemen and lady. The idea is, theoretically, they should be ascending questions of difficulty, but debatable. It's controversial, but I did research to make sure that
Also
we're
debatable.
all on the same page here on answers.
Ooh.
Because people in the chat seem to get very upset about this.
Well,
Well, that's why I asked in the chat. I said, are any of the answers all the above?
See.
And I got a couple of names. So
I just didn't want to see. I didn't want to make it. See, I feel like that's no trick questions. No trick questions, essentially.
all your
They're tricky
No.
to you because you can't answer them right.
no, because you word them weird.
Unbelievable.
You said WWE Hall of Famer, and the answer was Owen Hart. He's not a Hall of Famer.
Really?
no.
No, Martha won't let him.
Reese is trying to brag about his 5 of 5, but he also was like 3 of 5 or 4 of 5 on another one. So I don't know. It's debatable.
So
But
I question your wording, but proceed, sir. Proceed.
Nikki's going to read the questions as I throw them up in the chat. So let's start. Question number 1,
Wait,
ladies and gentlemen.
You have a theme, right?
Yes, it is Independence Day themed.
Oh, good thing.
Oh.
Say what the theme was. I need to know the theme.
Wrong trivia game when I said all the above. That's a later one. I know
Which-
this one.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, which wrestler famously body slammed Yokozuna aboard the SSS Intrepid on Independence Day weekend in '93?
USS.
Isn't that what I said?
You said SS. You forgot the U. But yes.
Okay. The boat, the Intrepid. We all know it. Big old
It's a
dumb
ship.
boat.
As long as you don't say SGT Slaughter, you're fine.
Bret Hart. B. Hulk Hogan. C. Lex Luger. D. Randy Savage.
Feel free to think through any of these answers if you have any memories along the way.
Honestly, I can answer now just because I actually, how little reels pop up on social media, and I just watched one about this, so I know who this one is. So
I do too. But you're doing a poll, right? Or you just
Yeah, I threw the poll up. Usually I try and throw it up for
But you
15
guys,
to 30 seconds. But
you are the real contestant, so you can shout it out. I don't know, are they tagged?
Oh, it's Lex Luger.
Yeah, like
It's Lex
100%
Luger.
Lex Luger.
I think they're against each other.
Or you have to
It's
rate,
each one
buzz
for
in.
one.
You have to say your name.
No, they each get an answer, and if they
Okay,
agree, they
whoever-
agree.
okay.
Yeah, I remember watching it. It was like a big deal because that was supposed to be Lex's rise to the world title, but then
Yep.
Lex ran his mouth running around New York City the night before SummerSlam. So Vince said, "Slap your wrist. You win it by a count out, and you're not getting the title."
Fair. Yeah. So Matt, your answer,
Is C. Lex Luger.
Sean, do you
Yep.
concur?
I concur. It's Lex.
Nikki,
I think we can all hold hands and say Lex.
you three are
Express.
all correct.
All right. I'm guaranteed not to be shut out now. I'm good.
And the chat
Come the
was-
last PLE, I'm 7-0, bro.
Don't hate me because I didn't have faith in creative. All right.
Understandable.
Fair point. Question 2.
What future champion defeated Kurt Angle in his WWF television debut? A. Chris Jericho. B. Taz. C. Chris Benoit. Why'd you add that name? D. Eddie Guerrero.
That one I may not have edited.
Wow, that's crazy, Sean, because we were just talking about Benoit, not on the podcast, just in general the other day.
Yeah. In passing, but yes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know this one. This is
I am not certain on this one, but my gut is saying B for me. I'm gonna say Taz.
I'm going to say that's a wise guess because that's who I got.
Did Heyman just talk about that? Or no? Was that in his interview? By the way, folks, if you have not seen the interview
Chris
with
Van
Paul
Vliet.
Heyman and Chris Van Vliet or whatever his name is,
Chef's kiss.
Jeff's freaking kiss. That interview is top effing notch.
Van
Sorry.
Vliet is awesome. He's a great interviewer, too. He knows what questions to ask.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
He's a crazy fan.
I was like a crack junkie on that interview. I was like, give me more. Keep feeding
I
me.
know.
Feed me. It was
like
so
a good Joe
insightful.
Rogan. Like, I wanted more. Like, oh, we're only going 2 hours. Like, give me another 2. Like, I want a Joe Rogan 4-hour podcast like marathon.
Oh my God. He just go. But anyways, my answer is B.
Nikki, you agree?
Taz.
Yes.
Steven agrees. The chat all unanimously agrees. You are all correct. Reese is saying it was the second best match of Rumble 2000. I'll take his word for it because Reese rewatches.
It was
I
freaking
never want to
They
play Reese in this game ever. Just for the record. Because that dude is like rehashed more freaking wrestling than I will ever be able to do in my lifetime. Like that dude knows his junk.
Well, I think they had huge plans for Taz when he came in. Like, I think they were talking about a world title run, but then they ended up doing that awful invasion angle, and I think things fell off the rails. But yeah, that place went nuts too, the Garden, because I remember watching it.
So I remember Taz was one of the first people, because I used to go to WWE.com back in the day a lot and like read all the articles. And Taz was one of the first people that like they announced that they signed because it was back during their ECW partnership. And I remember when Taz signed, it was a picture and it was the towel over his head so you couldn't see his face. So when he debuted, I was so taken aback that he had a mohawk because I'd never seen him. For some reason, I didn't watch his ECW stuff until before then. So I was so taken back that he had a mohawk because I thought he had long like hair, like almost not like dread, but like kind of like that. So I was like, oh, this is this guy. Like he's like 5 foot and he's like got no hair.
He's a young little baby.
And it'll rip your face off and suplex you to hell too.
Yeah.
Through the ring. Ask Bam Bam.
New Jersey native. Gentlemen, lady, question 3.
Right. Who defeated Ric Flair in the main event of the Great American Bash 1990? Ooh. A. Nick Cover Your Shirt, Sting. B. Rod Simmons. C. Ricky Steamboat. D. Vader.
I am going to sit here and stare at the screen nonstop.
I know it. I'm not trying to be
I sure you do. This is where Matt runs away with it.
Whoops.
Damn. Wait a minute.
Vader. Nope.
Was Great American Vader was in WCW?
Oh yeah, for a long time.
Yes.
Oh, Vader, yeah.
Yeah, him and Cactus had a legendary feud in WCW.
I'm just going with the one guy I knew. I didn't know, Simmons and Steamboat don't sound right to me. I'll take chalk. Like, I'll go Sting. I remember Vader and like freaking.
Dude, you got to play like roulette wheel or something because like your guesses are right on. So all 4 of these guys were world champions for WCW, but it was Sting.
No kidding.
Yeah,
I think he was the U.S. champ.
Steamboat was U.S. I think.
I think that was Sting's first world title win. I think too. It was in '90 against Flair.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
Ron was the.
That was pre-Sean. That was in my lull.
Same here. Like that was like my pre like. I started watching WCW when Hogan came over, so like that.
Like the other 3, I do not associate with WCW at all. So
Steamboat, Steamboat and Flair was the year before. Steamboat and Flair was the year before. That's when Steamboat came in, won the title. They did like a 58-minute 2 out of 3 falls match in the Superdome, and then Flair won the 3rd and final match. It's considered the holy trinity of wrestling matches by many.
And now you guys know why I keep Matt around.
Can't remember shit I was talking about 2 minutes ago, but go back. I
got. So Matt saying Sting, Sean saying Sting. Let me see that out. Nikki.
Yep.
As is the chat, and you are all in fact correct.
Literally on the bottom of the show.
I love Steven's comment.
It says 1990.
I prefer Sting's work with the police instead of his solo work. I agree. I like Sting's work with the police much better.
Yes.
His solo work was like really snobby and pretentious.
Also, can you remind me
was good.
Shirt, not that you could really see it, but
the bottom of the shirt is 1990. It says 1990 on it. It's like one of the shirts.
Oh, that's Sting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Don't look at it, but you're not going to see it.
I don't know, but Matt just hit on a great name for a podcast: Snobby and Pretentious. What a great podcast name!
Love it.
That'll make me want to click. Just like what
the
kind
curiosity of factor alone.
Yeah, what kind of dumpster fire is this?
Saying the worst podcast you've ever heard. I gotta listen to it now.
So you know what? I'm gonna save it. No, I'm gonna give you the place. I was telling Sean about it. You know, like sometimes wrestling is so bad it's good or it's funny. Mm-hmm. So if you go on YouTube, that's what I call wrestling. It's just this guy that finds like this obscure indie stuff and he just makes fun of it. It's hilarious. So I was going to tell you, remind me we talked about Jey Uso's commentary later on, but that's what it reminded me. So bad it was good.
Oh, don't no. Oh. It was so bad.
Well, guys, I don't know if you remember much, whether it was bad or good, about John Cena's first United States Championship reign? Because that's the next question. Nikki?
John Cena's first United States. Wait, no, I can't see the. What's the first word? My live.
Who?
Blah blah blah. Who ended John Cena's? Sorry, I had the little live. We've been
Wrong
live for
adjective.
34 minutes. Who ended John Cena's first United States Championship reign? A. Booker T. B. Kurt Angle. C. JBL. D. Carlito.
Ooh, now
This is in high deployment era, Sean. So Sean is just going to be throwing stuff at the wall.
Ooh, I might want to go with Sean first. Then.
Oh, thinking.
To be honest, I got this. When I did this question and looked up the answer, I got it right, but I was very, very surprised that I got it right.
I'm going obscure here. I'm gonna like. I feel like at that time, Angle was already like kind of top tier. And I think Booker T kind of rolled in. JBL was already established. Like the only one I could see at that echelon, like this is the whole mid card, top of the card thing. Carlito, F it, Carlito, because like I think the other three were kind of flirting around at the top of the card. I don't know so much about JBL, so it could be JBL, but I'm just going Carlito because like.
Cena's first title was in WWE was a U.S. title, right? The one when he beat Big Show at WrestleMania. Okay,
but I'm sitting here thinking
That's
that like
04.
Booker T, Kurt Angle would have been at this point when Cena was kind of getting his footing. He would have been. I think Booker T kind of walked right into like the top of the card. Kurt Angle, I think, was already at the top of the card. JBL was probably there. So the only one that kind of seems lower card is Carlito. And, you know, Carlito.
2004, JBL was world champion, by the way, during that time frame.
It just reaffirms my.
But I don't remember Carlito ever holding the U.S. title. I know he held the IC title.
This is Sean heavy deployment era, so I am totally out of the mix on this. So this is a shot in the dark.
All that.
I'm going to go with Kurt Angle because I know, like, even after Kurt had his world title reigns, like, I think he had a tag championship or two and then one of the secondary titles. So I'm going to go with Kurt Angle.
Nikki?
Honestly, I also wasn't really watching at this time. Didn't Carlito's like bodyguard or somebody friend like stab John Cena in a club? Wasn't that like a storyline? But I don't think Carlito had the US belt.
Talk about thug life. Jeez.
So I don't know. I'll go with Matt.
You're going with Matt with Kurt Angle?
Yeah.
It was?
Strength in numbers.
Sean, I am taking you to Atlantic City. It was, in fact, Carlito.
Wow.
It was the stabbing angle.
I know you
Yep, and at that
stabbed him, but...
And the streak is gone.
Oh, look at me. I'm mad. I make great predictions. Anyways.
Well, Reese
is saying Kurt Angle. No, I looked this up. Look it on Wikipedia. I looked it up. It's Carlito.
No.
Reese.
Controversy every time we play this.
Reese.
Nick, I'm going to poo-poo you on you for 1 second. As anybody that has gone to college knows that Wikipedia is not a reliable source. That's all I'm going to say.
It's reliable. All reliable. Fake news.
There's always controversy every time we do.
I mean, I don't know, so I cannot say it with conviction. I just kind of ranked them on where I thought they were at the time on the card. So I thought the other three would probably be towards the top of the card. So, yeah.
So, but technically, so maybe everyone's a little wrong here. So what Chester's saying in the chat is like John Cena was champion, and then Kurt stripped him of the belt. So that's not really. Oh, I guess ended. You left it so weird. So he didn't like beat it, beat him.
Yeah, who ended? That's how it's written. Who ended?
Yeah, but then everyone's saying
Carlito who ended it. He was the new champion. Yeah, Kurt Angle's a dick, but Carlito was the new champion, so he's the one who ended it.
Semantics, kids. Semantics.
Well, what we learn on this show is we all speak.
Happy 4th,
It's not
everybody.
what we said, it's what we mean. It's not what I said. It's what I mean. Damn it.
Exactly. Here we go with the controversy.
Oh Lord.
All right, this is number 5, huh?
Get out of here, Kat, with your unbelievable. Where is she?
Look at her
Yeah,
PhD.
yeah. Where your PhD? Miss Masters over there trying to take argument.
See, man. See what
like
what
that.
happens when you get your masters?
Unbelievable. Where is it? Where is it when I need it?
Go fuck yourself.
Who wants a little? If we had the pencil trivia or like notional trivia, here's a great one for you. The reason our podcast released on Tuesday is because for the first year, I was working on my bachelor's and my master's, and like all my assignments were due on Tuesday. And that is how we settled on Tuesday because I had to get my schoolwork done before we recorded. So,
I'm proud
figure
of you,
that one out.
Sean. Look at you with man responsibilities.
But
Yeah.
Tuesday's a great day because by Wednesday I forget half the crap that happened on Raw, much less SmackDown. So
Facts.
Gentlemen,
but I'll tell you what happened in 1988 in WCW or WWF though.
You already proved that. You don't have to show off.
Oh, but
I don't know if the last one is a 19. Yeah, it is actually. Well, it's more WCW.
Oh, Christ. These questions are loaded. This is loaded towards Matt. This is so unfair.
Sean, you're sounding like who's the Will Ferrell from Step Brothers. It's like, I wasn't fired. I was laid off. You wouldn't know the difference.
God. All right. Yeah, this is so a Matt question.
Of the first Great American Bash in 1985. A. Ric Flair. B. The American Dream. Dusty Rhodes. Magnum TA or Nikolai Volkov. Koloff. Wrong person.
This is kind of a trick question. This is kind of a trick question.
Is this what I think it is, Matt? Is this the Dusty finish?
No,
or whatever.
that was Starrcade 85 with the ref bump.
Starrcade.
Yeah,
okay.
Starrcade 80.
I stand corrected.
So I'm gonna let you all guess first, and then I'll kind of give you why I think it possibly could be a trick question. I'll give you my answer.
Why is everyone getting trick questions?
First Great American Bet. Ric Flair. Whatever. Ric Flair. This is totally a loaded question. So this is a Matt question, but I'll go Ric Flair.
Sean's going with Ric Flair. Nikki, I'll go.
I don't. This is not my wheelhouse. I'm assuming Dusty. Dusty forever.
Nikki saying Dusty. Matt,
Again, if this is a American Independence Day trivia, Dusty needs to be an answer, right? I'm going Dusty.
I don't know. You hate the host of trivia, so
all
I
right.
don't even...
So this card, Ric Flair defended the world title against Ricky Morton in a cage match, but it was not the last match of the card. After that match, they had a lights out match between Dusty Rhodes and Tully Blanchard, and I believe that was if he won, he got Baby Doll for 30 days or something like that. So I'm gonna go with Dusty, even though the world title should be the main event. It's probably Dusty.
Matt, Dorian, you sir are correct, and Nikki.
Nikki got it right.
That's because she went with you and your crusty old ass. Like, come on.
No, she said it before me. I went last. No, because Dusty was the booker, and like, God forbid if Dusty didn't get the big spotlight, even though the world title holder should. So, but that's how Dusty was. So,
I was watching G.I. Joe. So,
all right, now I'm going to bring the comments back up so I can watch everything. Yeah, Dusty and Tully was a great feud, by the way.
Matt just wants to be adorned by the chat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man, gentlemen, well done, and lady.
Y'all, rice-a-roni, expired rice-a-roni for everybody.
I was okay.
So this, our first trivia. Steven said that, is it for rice-a-roni? And I had a box of rice-a-roni upstairs. Turns out it's very, very expired. I don't know if you can see. It's like June 20 something.
No, that's That's the Best Buy date. That stuff
20
never
seconds.
really truly expired.
And then, oh gosh, so super expired.
Yeah, say best before.
And then Nick
After
ran
that
it
date, it's good till
so
infinity.
extended.
I'm sitting here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm sitting here like, wow, they got sponsored by Royce and Roney. Well, holy shit! I was like, good for them. I'm like, their podcast is really going places.
No,
I
it's
was
not
like-
Bugsaroni.
Yeah, or busted expired right
Fired like
Listen, we're ballers on a budget here. If you can eat inspired rice-a-roni, you can show up to our show and compete for trivia and win a
much
prize.
much less trivia. I'm not going to try and match wits with Reese. That's a losing battle.
I already tapped out like
No,
long ago,
yeah.
like multiple questions ago.
Sean, you and I combined with our shit talking experience in the military, I don't think we could touch Reese.
No, no,
Yeah.
I don't want none of that heat. I don't
No.
want none of that heat.
No.
I will tell you that all
To paraphrase the Street Profits, I don't want that smoke.
No.
So,
for the record, you should know that all contestants that participate in trivia on the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour, you get a complimentary handshake and a thank you. And an attaboy. Or atta-girl.
when you get really big, does that get upgraded to a happy ending or what? Like, where are we going with that?
That's like,
Hey, bro, you brought me on. You told me to drink. I'm just playing the game.
listen, that's like WWE match.
Way better than a kick in the ass and a shove out the door, though.
What kind of super chats do you think we're getting on this show? We don't even get super chats yet. That's like a whole other. We have to get the putting money on the mat level.
We've lost all decorum.
That shit's out the window.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here
comes the money.
Oh man, I told you. I told you guys it was gonna go off the rails real quickly. I didn't. But before we get to our other fun game show, you guys want to talk a little wrestling, a little Raw?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk some Raw.
Let's talk about it.
Hey,
Let's
Sean,
start.
just remember, SmackDown's on a little over an hour. I recorded it, so I don't have to worry. But
And you might find if you see someone with socks up first row,
if you're looking at hard
from
cam,
Atlantic City.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was within Hillbilly's heartbeat. I was actually looking at tickets to that. After you had said it, granted, I had just gotten back from a work trip, so like the flash to bang, I got gypped because I got extended when they were in Baltimore, and I was on the internet, and I was like, shit, Atlantic City's only 2.5 hours away from me, man. I was like, I can do that, but then, the wife would end up in the casino and I'd be poor and, all this other stuff. And yeah. Anyways, yeah, let's talk some Raw.
but
That's coming up rapidly fast.
But if you're looking at Raw or SmackDown, if you see your hard cam and they zoom out, you see like the first row, and then you kind of see like the wall, like a wall. In front of that wall, they have like the section, and you can see like Nick is kind of towards the right of hard cam, and you see his like socks and like his knees, and then a backwards hat. Like I can tell. I was like, I knew right away. I was like that.
I'm known by my socks.
He's your husband. You're supposed to identify him by all those little things.
yeah.
Easily
What are you-
identified.
What are you doing
I
going
know
out to the
those
house
memes.
without shoes on?
I know
I
that.
feel like
You know
I
what?
saw his pinky. I got it covered.
Well, you do have a weird pinky. I think we'll all know his pinky.
Well, that's
I know
like me
that
looking
pinky
for you.
anywhere.
Sean, that's like me looking for you at Bills games, like when they kick it out the points and field goals. Where they at? Oh, I see.
Hey,
I
I
think-
was between the goalposts, right? Like, now you got to look at the B and Bills. So,
Okay,
what-
B and Bills.
plenty of pictures coming. I don't know. Their first preseason game we're going to. So we're
B
going to
and
check
Bill-
out the new stadium.
So B and Bills.
Well,
If I
you
only
talked
learned
B
to
and Bills.
read. If I only learned to
talking
read.
about B. How about Brock Lesnar? The B is back.
I can't.
Last
even.
resort. We're going, gentlemen and lady, to Hell in a Cell.
But hold on.
You know what they say? Talk shit. Get hit. said and called you names behind your back. Well, guess what? You're in front of me, and you're scared, bitch! We can get settled the score. Me and you, one-on-one. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
I accept, Oba, but here's one condition. I'm gonna one-up you, Oba. SummerSlam, Minneapolis. Hell in a cell.
Gentlemen, ladies, I'll start with you, Sean. Brock Lesnar. Oba Femi, Hell in a Cell. What are you thinking?
So, all right, let's get the
Thank
steaming
you.
turd out of the way first, right?
Love you.
Like, we know for a
Love
fact
you.
that the internet is burning down right now, right? Like, because of this, because he decided to go with Brock Lesnar and not go after Roman Reigns and the World Championship. Like, you know, the torches and pitchforks are out for Triple H and all the writers and everybody else. Look, I think in our heart of hearts, we all knew this was going to be the match, right? We knew this is the burn-off match. We knew it was probably going to have a stipulation. I love the stipulation. I think Oba definitely goes over. I think you're putting him in some, adversity. You're leveling the playing field with Brock. They've each got 1-1. And I think people, we said it on our podcast, like, people need to breathe, calm down. It's okay. Like, every promo Oba Femi has cut since that second match with Brock Lesnar has been Brock Lesnar and King of the Ring. Brock Lesnar and this. Brock Lesnar and this. So it's obvious that Oba Femi, the character's top priority, is Brock Lesnar. Like, that's his top priority. And he said it beautifully He's like, hey man, the title's always going to be here, man. Like, I got to take care of business now. Mm-hmm. And it made perfect sense. And I think that, like, in the cell, like, it's a perfect scenario. It's a perfect scenario for both of them, right? Like, Brock is going to, it's his hometown. He's going to go out the way Brock needs to go out. Oba's probably going to get rocketed through the moon, which he already kind of is. Perfect setup. Perfect. Well done. I have no beefs with it. Nobody said he isn't going to get a title shot. Nobody said he's going to have to wait until Mania. Nobody said he's going to have to win Chamber or the Rumble. He should still have it out there. But, the fact that, we've already kind of confirmed he's not going to pull double duty, which I thought was an interesting angle. And we can talk about that.
I was kind of hoping for that.
So Matt, because I'm going to throw this question at you, and then I want to get your opinion on this. Like, because Sean, you made that point. Like, he abandons the belt will always be there. Like, you just won your shot at the belt. Like, you don't really get to call your shot. Like, that's really your shot at SummerSlam. So, like, you only really get so many chances at the title. How many times do your wrestlers say that? So, like, that's the part that I'm struggling wrapping my head around. I don't know, Matt, if you agree the same way about that.
I just think all right, so him winning King of the Ring, that's building up his credibility. That's, when they put the graphics of how many titles it won, they're building that. So they're going to add King of the Ring winner and then when he wins titles. So they're building up the credibility of Oba Femi. I don't think we need to rush to put the belt on Oba right now. I mean, that could come. So, this whole thing with Brock is going to be awesome because I know it's Hell in the Cell, so they're not going to just go 5 minutes and be done. It's going to breathe a little bit. And if this is Brock's final farewell, I don't know, but if this is to really crown Oba Femi to be the next, like, hate to use the term, the next big thing, this is the opportunity to do it at SummerSlam. It's one of the big four. And you don't have to. Who wants to see Sammy and Oba at SummerSlam? It's not exciting. And I got a wicked echo. Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can. Are you happy? Yeah, because that's actually news. I didn't realize that they said he's definitely not doing double duty. So Nikki, you happy about that? Or
Well, I guess I have to eat crow for a second because like you were like Brock Lesnar showing up tonight, and I was like Brock Lesnar's not showing up, and I have to remind myself that this is not the Brock of old, the Brock that like when I started back watching again that was never on TV. My champion wasn't on TV, but this is a Brock that has his working boots on and actually feels like he wants to be there and wants to help Oba and hopefully put Oba over. So I'm just surprised he showed up. I have to reconfigure my brain that this Brock Lesnar is showing up to work. But like I'm not at first.
Sorry, I was laughing at Steven's comment because I totally agree.
Steven ain't lying, man.
that's why I love having co-hosts on because and Nikki talking because then I can always get through some of Steve's comments and read them.
Steven's
He's so on point.
But go ahead.
But I don't. What was your question?
Just that, like that he's foregoing his title.
But I also because again, if he beats Brock and he's supposed to be the new Brock and the new dominant force champion, or like I'm the new Beast Slayer monster person, final boss, then he can just go to a Roman or a Cody or wherever the champion, and it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna call my shot. I just killed Brock Lesnar. I retired Brock Lesnar. Like I can get a title shot.
I will say this. First off, just the whole night. Raw, like the crowd, it was the loudest I've ever heard a crowd in an arena. Like Nikki and I went to Takeover Brooklyn, when it was like 6-7 years ago with Gargano.
2019.
Gargano beat Cole, Cole, and it was like crazy in Brooklyn then. But like this beats that crowd in terms. It was a smaller
arena.
But when Lesnar came out, it just was the loudest I've ever heard. Chester put something in the chat. It was interesting. I didn't know this. Lesnar's never lost a Hell in a Cell.
No.
It makes it all the more impactful, though, right? Like, so when this initially went down, my initial gut reaction when we all started talking double duty was, unfortunately, this match, if with it being Hell in the Cell, would have had to been on night one, because my 2-cent option on it was you're going to do Hell in the Cell, Oba's going to get dinged up from the floor up in that match because they're going to lay out for each other in that match. And then Sunday, if he was to pull double duty at the time before they said it wasn't a thing, was going to be like he goes after Sammy, but like Sammy at least has a fighting chance because Oba's dinged up from his match with Lesnar.
Exactly.
I like that they honestly I'm going to say something controversial here. I would not be surprised if this is the last match on night 2. I would not be surprised. Lesnar's hometown, Hell in the Cell, Oba Femi is super duper over, and I'm not going to lie to you. I think people have a little bit of bloodline fatigue right now. So, just saying, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen. If anything, it's probably night 1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was, go out big. Lesnar gets his moment in the sun and actually gets to walk off the stage, so to speak.
You think they're going to put that on the free hour of ESPN?
That's what I was thinking about.
No.
I don't want it.
No.
It's a terrible decision because,
it would be.
Again, with King of the Ring, why am I paying for the PLA that you just built up the whole month and you're giving arguably the two biggest matches of the tournament?
No, not this one. Not this one, because you would not do that, because I am willing to wager that there is going to be blood involved. I think this is going to be rough. And I forget, they had a stip match on ESPN and it was very controlled, if you will.
The WrestleMania one with Drew McIntyre and Solo.
It was very controlled. And I don't think that they want to go on ESPN and just kind of ooze blood, if you will, right? So I think that I don't think it ends up on that. I think if it, at a minimum, it closes out night 1. I think Oba has established himself enough that he is a huge ass draw, and I honestly think Oba Brock is probably the biggest match on the card. Second biggest, and we'll talk about the first biggest, but I think Oba Brock is probably the second biggest match on this card as of right now. And I don't think they could put anything else together that would be bigger.
Well, with Steven calling that the first hour on ESPN the pre-show, is that the match that you're back on the non-free ESPN
Yeah, like the PO.
to hook
Yeah,
you
yeah.
in? Like, you're gonna see Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
come
like-
by,
Yeah.
come by it, come see Brocky, and that's your
Not
open
for this.
Yeah, no,
Not
not
for
for this
this.
because you've already done it with,
WWE.
I believe, WrestleMania, and you did it with the rematch. You put it on free TV. So if all I care about is Brock Lesnar, and they're going to put him on in the Hell in a Cell free for the third time, so why the hell should I get a subscription and pay to watch the rest of it? I got what I wanted for free.
Hear me out on this. The only thing that is against this,
Acknowledge me.
No.
because
I didn't even know what that was.
acknowledge me, Roman Reigns.
Oh,
Because
acknowledge you. I'll acknowledge Nick.
theoretically, right? And the only thing going against this is it's two Raw matches. What if, Nikki and I were talking about this before we came on here, what if night 2, the main event is Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and you do put, to Nikki's point, Lesnar on at the 8 o'clock hour? You have hear me out. When you go to the main event, you have the option of still lowering back down the Hell in a Cell cage. With all the history Rollins and Reigns have, you can bring that element back in and add that to their match in the main event, which adds just something different to it.
I don't think you do that because the Hell in the Cell is special. So to do it, that's why I didn't like the Hell in the Cell like pay-per-views. Like the Elimination Chamber one's all right, but like you have one Hell in the Cell match because it's special. It's like the big match. So like if they dropped it for Seth and Roman, it wouldn't mean as much. It'd be like, oh, they're overused in the gimmick.
No, but what I'm saying, not for the beginning of the match. I'm saying like the match has already happened. Things happen, and then at some point during the climactic portion of the match, it comes back down. Like Roman calls it.
Well, they have done that in the past because after Taker and Mankind had their Hell in a Cell match, Austin and Kane had their first blood match, and somebody was operating the cage and dropping it down.
Exactly, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Is like I could see
if you don't make it a Hell in a Cell match, but you just have the cage drop like randomly during the match.
Like Roman yells to like Wiseman, or he's not with him anymore, or like yells to Jacob or somebody.
Oh, like Solo gets a hold of the controls and like lowers the cage.
Yeah,
because here's the one thing.
His eyes are rolling out of his head.
Here's one thing I will say is, and I know Reese and Chester have been putting in the chat a lot about Brock Lesnar's matches with Undertaker, the Hell in a Cell. What you don't see as much is, I don't remember, like, from what I remember of the Brock Lesnar Hell in a Cell matches, there's no crazy spots. There really isn't, like, a traditional Hell in a Cell crazy spot. It's just, like, maybe, like, steel step shit. Maybe he does, like, a spine buster or something.
They're not, like, jumping off the...
Yeah, they're not jumping off the cell or anything. So you're not going to get that traditional Mick Foley-ish-esque crazy bump from somebody in that.
No,
like a
but they should gimmick the cage because you got 200-300 pounders in there that like to throw spears and power moves. They need to make that cage breakable. So like the old days, you could put people through it. That's how you'd make it, because you're not going to get any flippity floppity high flying crap.
So Nick, I have the way to calm you down on this. Even if Brock Oba is the main event of night 1. Let's keep in mind, 1, they don't want nor need to tear apart their setup. And the easiest way to get by on this is to have commentary go, ladies and gentlemen, you see the cage above the ring. Last night, we saw Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi absolutely destroy each other in Hell in the Cell. And then you cut to your promo package. Like, you can still leave it up there for night 2 and just be like, it's there. It got used. If it doesn't get destroyed, to your point, even if you do them on night 1, you just reference it and you go, folks, if you did not see you see this massive structure up above the ring. Last night, that structure was lowered on the ring, and this is how it was done. It is a big thing. You don't need to, even if you wanted to do what you're talking about, it could still be there. You just use it as a talking point, and then later on in the night, all of a sudden, it's like, oh my God, they lowered it down. They never took it down. So long as it's night 1.
Fair point. All right, fellas and lady, I will defer to you all before we get to what was the main event. Anything else on Raw in the mid card you want to talk about? Matt, I'll start with you. Anything in particular?
See, I got to pull up my notes because I can't remember crap. Oh yeah. Chad Gable and JD McDonough.
Mhm.
I don't know. On TV, it was spectacular. What was that like in person? Like,
To me, I liked. I was drinking, so I enjoyed. Like Nikki hates the Chad Gable music. I was going nuts over how stupid it was.
I think that could get catchy. That'll be a sing along if the fans suck.
The woman next to me felt bad because I definitely elbowed her like 4 times in her ribs doing the Gable. I don't even know what that's called. Like the quasi YMCA.
I don't know what he's doing, but I hate everything about it.
It's the Gable. It's the Gable alligator. The alligator.
There you go. I kind of like the music. It's way better than Liv Morgan's garbage.
Yeah, I don't know. We sing Liv Morgan around here.
I sing the song again. It's a terrible song. So not my music, but she gets to live her Britney Spears dream. Then get it, girl. But so many times I'm like singing to the dog or cat. I'm just like trouble. Like it's in my brain.
I don't know if that's worse or if Nikki Bella's music is worse. Nikki Bella's it's I don't know. Too close to call at this point. They're both horrible.
There's your trouble.
Trouble.
Oh no, that's Maxine Dupree. Whoops.
No, say it once, say it twice, and
it like Steven said, it's generic. It's like 80s teen movie music. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like we had in the 80s all those like superhero movies with like Stallone and Schwarzenegger and Mel Gibson. They always would play like this kind of like pump you up like arena rock music.
Right.
So yeah. I like it. So I'm an 80s kid though.
Like he's over and it's tough because I really did enjoy. I thought he should have been the U.S. champion when he was doing the whole Alpha Academy, all that stuff. And I don't know how far he's gonna go as a babyface now because I feel like everyone's like, oh, Chad Gable, great, like because he got deep unmasked, but he got unmasked because he was a douchebag. So like even just like he's like I understand lucha libre dance. Like, you didn't really learn that much of a lesson. It's like I don't know how much I trust him as a babyface moving forward in this as a singles babyface, but like it was. I mean, he puts on a great match. Like the match itself was great. Like, you knew Danhausen was going to do something, so everyone in the crowd was looking around to try and figure out where he was, and then you just knew
for
the JD match. JD.
Yes. Sorry.
I just as soon as I like knew they were fighting that night, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like this is eye candy watching those two in the ring. So it's just they're phenomenal wrestlers, and I don't think JD gets enough credit. Like that dude is a machine. And I think once Chad gets through this whole apology tour, I think then you can start him focusing on like going after titles, but. He's got to finish this apology tour before he can move on to anything else. So
I think that it results in like him losing to Austin Theory. That seems to be the direction that Austin Theory Maxine Dupree situation.
He broke up with him live, and the vision's done. So
yeah.
is Chad Gable's wife upset because Austin Theory broke up with Maxine Dupree so she could be with Chad Gable?
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Which is funny if they're gonna have Maxine and
I know it's just the way Austin said it because like we all know like Maxine and Chad was like a professional mentor trainer.
Yeah, mentor-mentee, like
and Austin made it sound like it was like creepy stalker. Like yeah, I'm mentoring you all right.
Because she was like, well, Chad's complicated. Because again, it's a mentor, a friend, someone that like, but did something gross to you. But you're trying to, and then he's like, well, this is simple. And then it's like, what? And then like walks away. I'm like, ew. I don't know.
Well, to be fair to Austin Theory,
I'm gonna bounce off for a second. I get used to.
We're all gonna take turns.
Ready, rotate. No. So in fairness, though, I think Austin Theory right now is in a situation where his whole world's imploding, right?
Yeah.
So like he's kind of like burning it all down, not burning it down, but he's in a bad spot, right? Like the vision is done. like whether we want to admit it or not, the Vision's done. Like they might be a tag team as the Vision, like him and Logan Paul, but they're done. And then all this crap with Maxine happens, and they're like, "Oh dear, you know, what are we doing?" He's just like, you know what, F it, like, going Seth Rollins, burn it down, right? Like everything's going for him.
So Paul,
like,
sorry, go ahead, finish. Sorry.
oh no, I was just saying that, like, for Austin Theory, I think that it was just bad timing, right? Like for him, like as a character, like him and his, like, his whole situation is just like Vision's falling apart. Paul Heyman won't talk to me, and now this, and he's just like, you know what, F it, deuces, I'm out. You know what I mean? And I think that that's what it came up to.
Like Paul Heyman broke up with him, and he's like, "Oh, I called you, Paul. I called you. You're here. Let's go." And he's like, "Well, you didn't know I was here. Now you know." And he walked away. And now it's just like, well, Paul Heyman broke up with me, so I'm breaking up with Maxine. Like he had to get the upper hand on something. He's not broken up with. A broken heart is trying to break another heart.
Yeah, so
like,
that's
I don't want Heyman around. Like, be with Brock, be with Braun Breaker when he comes back. I think keeping Breaker off TV for a week or two makes sense, or maybe post SummerSlam. That seems like a long time, but like, Austin Theory and Paul Heyman, I don't like.
That's fair.
So I think I do want to say something about the Vision, because like this is it's a softer topic on social media from what I've seen, but I want to bring this up, which is they're like, are they the worst faction ever? And I'm like, I think they get it incomplete. Like, I don't think you could ever they're definitely the most cursed faction ever to exist in WWE, but like, I think they get it incomplete because we never truly saw what it was going to be, right? Like, it was injury after injury after injury after injury. The only person that stayed healthy is Austin Theory, right?
And he came on
Breaker
late.
got dinged up. Bronson Reed is hurt. Like, freaking Seth Rollins got hurt. Logan Paul got hurt. Yep. That's 4 out of the 5 people, not counting Paul Heyman, that got like dinged up. Like, that's ridiculous stats. That's 80% of that faction got hurt and overlapped their injuries. So I look at it, at least in terms of the Vision, they get the incomplete, right? Or yeah, so Ed right there with the winner, right? Like the what if. Yeah. I don't think you can grade them as a faction because we never truly got to see what direction that faction was going. It's just incomplete because of injuries.
And it's going to be hard to jumpstart them again if they all get healthy, because it's not going to have the same effect. Like when they first got together, it was awesome. Now it's like, okay, kind of like the Four Horsemen. Their first few were like really good, and then it was just like, all right, we're getting the band back together.
Like the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, before we get to Bloodline stuff, for mid-card, anything else from the mid-card of Raw you want to touch upon that really struck you or pissed you off?
No, not really, because like Matt brought up that great match between Chad Gable and and JD McDonough. You kind of knew as soon as you saw it pop up, you're like, this is going to be good. And like, I think that Chad Gable needs a mid-card title sooner rather than later. Mm-hmm. And I think you got to capture that. I don't think he's world championship material. Nowhere in the spectrum do I see him, unless you're going to send him over to the SmackDown. I could see him in a feud with Sammy. But, he's on his redemption tour right now, right? Like, he's apologizing to everybody, huggy, feely, whatever. There's like 4 different like redemption tours going on right now. So,
Yeah, it is. It is pretty crazy.
But I just feel like at this point, like, do you see him taking the belt off Penta? That seems against everything of his apology tour to take a belt off a luchador.
Sorry, but
and then I don't see him going to SmackDown to take it off Trick. As much as I agree with you, I would love for him. I just don't know where that fits in right now.
I think the real situation would be you have him and Penta Yes, he can take the title off of Penta without, it's with the caveat that, and I'm fully believing in Chad Gable here. I think Gable goes in and has like a banger with Penta where just by happenstance, you could tell a great freaking story there. You could still play into the luchador angle, whatever the case may be, but Chad Gable's eventual finish is actually beating and getting over on a luchador, but respectfully, right?
Yep, do it
Like
the right way.
this whole El Grande Americano came out of he was getting his ass whooped by luchadors. Then he went on this spirit quest to figure out what makes luchadors tick, and then he ends it by losing the mask and yada yada. We all know the story. So in order to finish that chapter, his eventual ending has to be beating a luchador for the title, right? But it's done in a way that it's respectful, right? Like he's not the original El Grande Americano where he's just, which ironically enough, during that feud, if they were in the States, Chad was the face and Kaiser was the heel. But in Mexico, forget about it. Like we all knew Kaiser was the king. So just that dynamic alone. So if he goes out at a PLE and has a banger of a match, and you could do it at SummerSlam, Penta ain't going to be hurt. Penta ain't going nowhere. So Gable beating Penta, and you do a good build up where it's just kind of like, I'm not usually a fan of respect versus respect kind of builds. It's 9 times out of 10, it's usually lame, but I think in this case, you could get away with it.
That's fair. Good point. I like that, Sean. Well put. Well, talking about something that's got a long history, maybe 5, 6, 7 plus years.
14?
Yeah, but matches, main events. They've been fast, they've been furious. We've seen them a lot. Roman and Rollins, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see them again.
This may be our
As soon as
last
you said
chance
Fast
to
and
do
Furious,
this
it's like,
dance,
oh,
brother. But if you don't accept this challenge, you will never be able to escape the ghost of Seth Rollins.
It's been a long time since I've heard any truth come out of your mouth, little brother. But you're right. I don't want to beat you. I need to beat you. I need my entire family to witness me beating you. And at SummerSlam, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I accept.
Matt, we're going to see Roman and Rollins again. What are your thoughts?
I love this. Sean and I talked about it. I love this promo from Seth. And also, I gotta give props to Roman. He didn't say much. He shouldn't have said much. But what he said was important. Like at first he tries to blow him off, and then Seth takes him down this memory lane journey and history lesson. And at the end of it all, like Roman comes to realization, like, yeah, I have to beat this guy. My legacy is not complete unless I beat Seth Rollins, who Sean has said over and over again, that's Roman's kryptonite. So it's I like it. I love Seth's new character. You don't like it?
No, sorry. I was responding to Ed. The cover was not AI.
Oh, all right. Oh, okay. No, I really like this go around. Seth talked a lot about the youth on the roster, which is fantastic.
I know. Unbelievable. No.
I love everything. This might be one of Seth's best promos.
It is Seth's best promo.
We don't have much time left. Let's do it while we're still good. Like, it was perfectly set up, and I like the whole thing. Jacob just standing there like there was no shenanigans. It was just Two men talking.
Grown folk talking.
Yeah, and it was not insults or I'm going to kick your ass or I'm better than you or blah, blah, blah. Man, they were just hashing it out. Seth, like, laid it on the line. Roman realizes, like, yeah, he's right. So he needs to beat Seth Rollins. So I love this promo. I'm interested to see how WWE's going to book it. I'm going to let Sean talk about that because Sean has a great theory about it, and I can't.
Go right ahead,
better
Sean.
or
Your
disagree.
bloodline
Yours, yours,
fatigue, the
babe.
floor is yours.
Okay, so here's the deal. First off, that promo was so effing good. Like, I'm sure we all picked up on the vibe, but when Roman was champion on SmackDown, there was a definitive effort. Like, any hillbilly's chance in hell that him and Seth would cross paths, even during his 4-year reign, they deviated. So they threw so much crap in between those two to keep those two away from each other. So here's my 2 cents on these two. Seth is Roman Reigns' kryptonite. Seth should remain to be Roman. First off, I am going to be highly disappointed if they put Roman over Seth. I'm going to tell you that right now at SummerSlam. Because Roman finally getting over Seth is WrestleMania only business. Period. It is WrestleMania, not SummerSlam. I don't care how big you think SummerSlam is. Roman finally getting over clean. There's a caveat. Clean over Seth Rollins has to happen at WrestleMania. Now, we're all looking at the Bloodline storyline, and we're all kind of rolling our eyes and going, holy shit, they just recast a couple of the characters, and we're pretty much doing the same, right? Like the use. First off, yeah, let me ask you, I know this is y'all's show, but I'm going to ask Nick and Nikki a question here. Do you feel like the Usos are representative of being in an abusive relationship with Roman Reigns? Because let me tell you why I say that, right? And this is not to degrade women that have been in horrible situations or people that have been in bad relationships or men. But what I am saying is, like, when you look at the Usos and when people ask them the questions, like, they're like, how the hell could you go back to him? And they're like, he's changed this time. He's totally different. He says he loves me. He lets me talk. And like, to me, at least as it pertains to the Usos, it sounds like such a cliched, like, abusive relationship. It's ridiculous. So I'm curious, do y'all sense that too, or is it just the me thing?
I'm going to let Nikki answer.
No,
elaborate, but my quick 4-letter, 1-word answer is
the gaslighting is so prevalent in between my past relationship, your past relationship, some family bullshit. The gaslighting is so fucking real, and that's all he's done for 4 years. That's what he did the whole time, and he's doing it again, and they're just like eating his bullshit. And that's the one thing I did not like about the promo. It's just like Jacob like snarling behind him. And that bothered me. I feel like it should have just been again, he's on the leash and he's whatever, but it should have just been the two of them staring down at each other. Then, like, because every time they look to Roman, it's just like him I literally looked at Jacob the whole time, not Roman's face. But it's abusive.
You have to set Jacob aside, though. Set Jacob aside, because Jacob's got a whole different story here, right? Like, as we peel the onion on this, we have to set Jacob aside because Jacob is nothing more than a man of his word, right? At the end of the day, Jacob is nothing more than a man of his word. Jacob said, like, hey, if I lose, I'll acknowledge you. And that is why, like, when we get these backstage promos where the Usos are like, yo, man, you ain't on our page. He's like, I don't answer to you. I answer to him. I acknowledge him. You ain't done shit to me. So, like, so when we talk about this, we have to set Jacob aside, right? I'm talking specifically about the Usos because all the shit they went through. I'm out. I'm out too. Jay quitting, Cody bringing him back onto the different show, separating him and Roman. All the shit that honestly LA Knight's been saying. LA Knight, I've said for a couple of weeks now, one of the greatest stories going on right now as it pertains to Bloodline is Solo Sikoa, right? But the beauty of the Solo Sikoa story is not just Solo Sikoa. LA Knight is the narrator of the story. The story is about right now Solo Sikoa, but LA Knight is the narrator. He is leading the character of Solo Sikoa where he needs to go. Meaning, why are you doing this? Why do why did you help me the other day? And what did we get? We got Solo saying, I hate them.
Yeah.
Right? LA Knight is the narrator for Solo Sikoa. He is narrating and driving the story for Solo. But the one that I cannot get past is the Usos. Everything that the Usos went through, and it was just like Roman won the title, and Monday after Raw, they were like, woo, one's in the air, and just right back at it. And it's like, after all that shit. But the good news is, going back to Seth and Roman, and I apologize for taking so long on this, but it's important context. Going back to Seth and Roman, I think there is a distinct possibility Roman loses here, and this is where the Bloodline story takes a swerve. If Roman loses at SummerSlam to Seth, and Seth continues to be Roman's kryptonite, what happens? Now, all the Bloodlines start losing faith in Roman. That's the one dragon he has to slay to remain relevant. Anybody else that he beats on the roster doesn't effing matter. Seth Rollins is the only one that can, Seth Rollins is the only one that he has to beat one-on-one, straight up, clean, in the middle of the mat. So if he doesn't beat Seth, now we see the divine. Roman loses the title. Who is Roman without the title? Roman starts, Bloodline starts turning on him like, maybe you ain't as strong. Now you get internal challenges like Jacob.
Yeah.
Now the Usos start stepping out. So then the storyline continues, which is fine. Matt knows this about me very well, and I'm very passionate about this. I truly, truly, truly believe that the end of Roman Reigns' story is truly a redemption arc of he needs to lose, be isolated. Everybody leaves him. Everybody. Usos, Jacob, Zilla, if he comes in. Doesn't matter. Roman on his own by himself at the end of the day. That is the true story of Roman Reigns at the end, because you need Roman to go through a few months of getting his teeth kicked in by every bad, nasty, gnarly thing that he has done. And then as you build to WrestleMania, now all of a sudden the crowd will flip. Do not, and I say this all the time, do not think that just because people throw ones in the air and chant OTC, that means Roman is truly a face and truly over. We call that barking seals on our podcast, right? I do that because that's what I think needs to be done. I clap and I chant OTC because that's what we do for Roman Reigns, not because we believe it. When people chant Oba and do the Oba stuff, you can feel the difference. It's meant. It's deliberate. People are invested and they believe it. So Roman needs to become a true face, because what has Roman not done in his legacy? He's not been a true overdone face correctly, and he needs to survive this on his own. He needs to put himself over, not interference. Just because he has a couple of matches where the Usos or somebody doesn't roll out, he has to do it all on his own, and that is my firm belief. So my whole take on this, my long-winded take on this is Roman needs to lose, get his teeth kicked in, and the beauty of it is you can run it back. Seth can lose his mind. I beat Roman Reigns. I'm the king of the world. And he just starts running ramshot, like his redemption tour comes to a screeching halt, and he just runs ram shot through the entire freaking roster of being a dick. And then by the time you get to WrestleMania, now Seth is the ass and Roman is the face. And it's totally doable, but Roman has to fall all the way down, be by himself, and get his face kicked in. And you can continue the Bloodline storyline of them kicking his face in because he failed at SummerSlam. So,
well put.
Well, behold the beauty of having guests that do storylines for their podcast.
Love it. Love it. Well, fellas and lady.
Yeah.
We'll put a little bow on the actual wrestling portion. Well, this is wrestling portion
Then
of the.
do I get my 30 seconds?
Yes.
I feel him circle.
Oh. Yeah.
Give me
Nikki,
30
we're going to
seconds.
take a quick 30-second. Nikki's going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll take a 30-second break for station. I call it station identification. I mean, I do.
You're the last man standing, Nick. What do you get for that trophy?
What I get is I get to go to this fun commercial break of the Friends of the Nick Club.
This is WWE Hall of Famer Fred Ottman. This is former WWE Champion Big E.
This is the AEW Women's World Champion, Chris Statlander.
What's going on, guys? Tony Cini.
Francesca!
This is Speedball Mike Bailey.
This is former WWE referee,
And you're watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour, brother.
And you are watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
And this is the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour.
And you're watching the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. And you're watching Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour. Yeah.
Oh, Uncle Fred.
Yeah, Uncle Fred. Yeah, I don't think he is. Steven put in the chat. I gotta say,
He's an awesome dude.
At the next '80s Wrestling Con, but Bret the Hitman Hart is gonna be at '80s Wrestling Con. We're gonna be in the fall.
Yeah, but nobody calls Brett Uncle outside of his family, and I don't know if they do because he's kind of bitter.
Part of me just wants
bitter
to
Brett. Bitter Brett.
I literally just want to go ask him a question about Bill Goldberg.
Hey, real quick, before
to say that.
So I saw on social media where I guess Becky Lynch surprised Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens showing up backstage.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about those three as a unit together?
That'd be interesting.
I honestly thought that was going to be the eventual head-to-head for the Vision, to be honest with you. Like, now that Seth, when all the injuries were happening, I kind of had that on my bingo card. Not Sammy per se, but like, I really thought that had potential to be the anti-Vision. Was like Sammy, KO. Matt and I have talked about it. Like, definitely KO would have been a good one. Drew, the anti-Vision. But now maybe we're looking at an anti-bloodline, and Solo's just having a little bit of trouble getting it off the ground right now.
Oh, I love the Solo story. That's probably one of the most interesting things going on is Solo. Like, I can't wait to see what happens tonight. You already know.
Me neither.
Thank you for not spoiling us in the group chat with all the.
Well, tonight I will tell you this before I'm not gonna get much into it, but I want to try. I mean, if you guys want to watch SmackDown live, I'm trying to get us out of here live for SmackDown because the beginning of what I remember of SmackDown is the opening is great. Sami Zayn is opening, not this one, but so we'll get to see the Sami celebration, and I had a fucking blast. Let's just say that me and my socks. But
I hope they boot him out of the building. His heel
barking seals, bro. Barking seals.
Yeah, I
man.
know.
They're just gonna be like
before
they'll just gobble that shit up.
Yeah.
We go into our final game for the evening, which is because now we're in the later hours where hopefully the children are in bed. As Steven said, Brianna, go to sleep.
Gianna.
Oh, Giovanna? He said Giovanna? He didn't say Brianna?
No, that was Steven talking about his niece.
Oh, his niece. Oh, I thought
Not our niece, it's his niece.
But anyway, I digress. The kids are all put to bed. But before we get into our fun game, I have a quick question. As we're, again, Independence Day tomorrow. Wanted to ask you guys this. we talk about factions. You mentioned the Vision breaking up, Judgment Day, things like that. What wrestlers need independence from their faction?
Oh, Raquel and Roxanne from Judgment Day.
That's a good answer. I don't know if Raquel and Roxanne need separation from the Judgment Day, but I think Liv and Dom need out of Judgment Day. Liv and Dom can operate on their own, but I think they need to those two need to be peeled off, and then we can let Raquel shine. Raquel's shining. It's just she needs to go she needs to get out of Liv's shadow, and I think we're building to that, right? Like we kind of see it where Raquel's trying to get opportunities, Roxanne's trying to get opportunities, and Liv's like, but what about my title? Like, okay, all right, little New Jersey skanky person, no offense.
Wow, way to go, Sean. Just insult the host.
Fucking guy.
Listen, hey, listen, I'm going to be nothing but consistent. So if I say it on our pod, I'll say it here too, because Nelly, if I had to do a poster child for Jersey Shore, kind of vibes, it is Liv Morgan, right? She living her best New Jersey life. It's for somebody that's never really been in New Jersey, and we'll just say she's embracing the stereotype. How's that?
Fair enough. Mickey, anyone you want leaving their tag team or faction?
No, I kind of agree. I want Raquel to be a star. I think she is a star. Again, maybe I don't see her maybe taking off Raquel, but I wouldn't be mad. Not Raquel. Raquel taking off Salruka. But I think she's a star, and I think she needs to get pushed a little more.
2 weeks ago, I would have said Tala, and I would have said Tama from the MFTs, but he took care of that for us. So, yeah, they're just splitting up some factions, so I guess they're making our job easier.
Yeah, I think Tala and Tama, though, I think there's a problem there. I think they're going to get lost in the sauce, right? They're a MacGuffin for Solo Sikoa right now. Why he's not by himself, because they're no longer there. There's a lot of confusion. The Bloodline storyline is so redunculously conflated and confusing, right? And we joke a lot about Jey Uso on our pod, and I'm going to use him as kind of the poster child for this. Are you a face or are you a heel? Because you can't say you're a tweener, right? He's not. You cannot say he's a tweener, because here's the thing: a tweener walks the fine line, right? It might be a face, but he does heely stuff, or it might be a heel, but sometimes he does facey stuff. Jey Uso is the most bipolar mofo in WWE right now, which is why we joke that he's in the process of getting his meds balanced. Because he'll come out, he'll yeet it up, and you'll be like, the face meter will be over here. And then all of a sudden he'll start talking, and then the meter will go heel. And then he'll go right back. A tweener is a very fine line. And I know I'm using hand gestures, but a tweener is a very fine line. Jey Uso's all over the effing map, and I don't know what to make of him. And I don't know what to make of Jimmy either, right? Jimmy, for nothing else in the Bloodline storyline, he's the voice of reason, honestly. He's trying to keep the peace. He's trying to be cool.
Should have kept him that way.
But then you got Jay just all over the damn map, and God forbid, I mean, Matt loved it, but Lord of God, keep him off the commentary.
Oh, the commentary was awful, but it had me in stitches trying to follow it. So, and that match was really good too. That whole match was fun, and then just Jay being awful on commentary. It's just sure, why not? This is terrible, but the match is so much fun. It almost kind of fits. Oh, you got to go. If you haven't seen it, you got to go back and watch it. Jey Uso's commentary is.
Yeah, I gotta double.
It's just he's just blah 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 yeet, blah blah blah
yeah. He would say a sentence.
Ref.
He would say something, right? And it would and you think it would open up for him to say something to add to it, and then in the next sentence, it's a totally different subject, So I'm like, all right, maybe he'll go back to sentence 1. Nope. I'm like, all
The
right.
only thing of value that came out of that commentary was Michael Cole asking him if he's talking to Roman Reigns, and he said, no, I've been hiding by catering and I've been trying to avoid Roman. That was the only thing of substance that was worthwhile that came out of Jey Uso's commentary. Everything else was a dumpster fire.
That and the grunt when LA Knight kicked him in the face. That was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
That spot was hilarious, Nick. I was dying. Because LA Knight just like, he heard enough of Jay, like, sit down. Literally.
So... But Nick, I know you got other stuff going on, so we'll get off this train a little bit.
Laying down. Are you guys ready for the most, arguably, I don't know, controversial? I guess trivia is controversial too. But what's more American than pro wrestling and porn?
Help me.
I told you we're going off the rails.
And it's two very popular things for service members on deployments. I'll tell you that.
Well,
how many terabytes, Matt? How many terabytes, Matt? Oh, Matt, I'm throwing you under the bus because it didn't catch your audio. All right, so I have to get this on somewhere, like, and you guys will understand why because it applies to this.
Oh, I'm gonna sit back. Where's my popcorn?
So
this is why I'm the Ed McMahon to Sean's Johnny Carson.
So Matt this week, for whatever reason, was having a technical issue with his browser while we were recording. And it hit a certain point where it said,
Thank you.
Matt's browser is not recording anymore. So we're like, okay, cool. I was like, so him and I are troubleshooting. We're like, we have certain codes that we drop into our podcast as we're recording so we know where to cut it out. So I make an offhand comment. Matt's deep diving on troubleshooting. Like, I don't know why I'm maxed out. I don't know.
I'm not really paying attention because
no, he is not. I make the offhand comment to Matt and I say, maybe you should just delete some of the porn that's on your computer. Matt, in turn, not paying attention, goes, well, there really isn't that much. I have never prayed and wished that his audio would have got caught because it totally would have been our hook and it probably would have been a highlight because the fact that him not paying attention, I'm like, bro, cut your porn, delete some porn. And he's just like, well, really, there isn't that much. And, he's clicking around. So
what I'm doing is I'm looking at what I need. It's what I was looking to need to erase and I wasn't thinking. So I'm just like responding. So yeah, it was hilarious.
It was perfect timing. Sorry. So continue, Nick.
Now it lives forever on YouTube, Matt. Your story is finally been told.
So our podcast, we've had turtles attack Sean's feet. I had a deer fly
Squirrel.
about that big that I had to drop my headset and go beat it with a shovel to death while we were podcasting.
Wait, an alligator?
Wait,
we
what?
were live. We were
with
live.
This huge deer fly about that big, and it was like attacking me.
I thought you said a deer, that you beat a deer with a shovel.
No. But I had nothing to kill him with, so I have this like spade shovel.
Yeah, okay, I got you now.
So here I go running across the camera with this spade shovel, beating a giant deer fly to death.
The beauty of our podcast, and Nick knows this because we were talking about this before we went live. I travel a lot for work. Matt obviously lives in the great outdoors, and there's times where I'll be at my RV too, depending on what's going on. And we were doing a live before a PLE, the morning of a PLE, and this damn squirrel. I'm like, there's these two squirrels chasing each other around, and they come bolting at, one of them comes bolting at me. I'm like, dude, the squirrel's got to see. Nope, ran right between my legs, never jumped, and we were live. So like, for whatever reason, when Matt and I record, and like either him or I or both of us are like we call them our great outdoors episodes. If we're outside, something happens. Like, the last time we did a live outside while I was at the camper, like he said, I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, what the hell is coming by? Yep, a damn turtle which I wish I would have captured because he was probably the world's fastest turtle because he was booking, just walking right by me. Like, it's crazy.
I've sat
You
out.
guys
I've
in
sat
your
out
sanitized studio and very cool studio, you know.
I mean, I've sat under the awning during thunderstorms and stuff. It's an adventure.
It is.
We do our podcast at a bar.
Well, it's an adventure when you come on this show, so get ready. Gentlemen. So the idea behind this, I want to brief our audience here. So the idea behind this is you two, I've been waiting for this to reveal this game because I think it's just the idea because
I know you have.
I knew a new wrestler comes up and you're like, wow, that name, and I got to give a little props because Chelsea B comes on our show every once in a while, does trivia, and
doesn't know anybody.
Yeah, she's new to wrestling, and Cactus Jack is a rapper, and Bam Bam Bigelow is a male gigolo.
When we showed her the picture of Bam Bam, she lost her mind.
So that being said, since Matt and Sean only watch WWE main roster, I almost said mainstream main level. So a good portion of our audience, obviously, are international, but watches AEW, maybe TNA,
New Japan, Indies, Stardom, all the things.
A lot of different names, just like the music industry. So I thought it'd be fun to have a number of different names that could either be pro wrestlers or adult film stars. So, ladies and gentlemen, the debut on the Nick Club Wrestling Happy Hour, Matt and Sean are going to play. Nikki, I'll throw you in this one. You might not know some of these. Who knows? You may or may not know. But
I don't think this is PG.
It is not PG. We're going into ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, ladies.
Sexual chocolate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Adult Film Star, our program.
I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Don't tell anyone, no, you'll be just another regret. My dirty little secret, dirty little secret, dirty little secret. Who has to
Well, you couldn't find any. Obviously, there's limited images when I can.
Yep.
Nikki
here for
Nikki
it.
Approved of the images.
I didn't. I just saw that with everybody else.
That's a yes.
Hey, thank you for staying off my OnlyFans page, Nick.
Oh God, we're not opening that can of worms.
And a lot of that dark content, I don't know.
That's another mythical thing, like the porn on my laptop. So.
You, sir, are a very flexible individual.
Mikey started the OnlyFans thing, so
I did. It was me.
Was it you?
Started it. It was me. Mikey started the artwork.
That's right. Correct.
Mikey came with the artwork.
That sounds about right.
Sounds like.
And the greatest beneficiary of the artwork was my wife, who made predictions for this past weekend, and he does this great thing. Meanwhile, the images of Matt and I totally deserving. So
I like to think that AI images are aspirational.
I like Nick's images because he makes me look like I'm in shape.
Exactly.
That is true. Well,
like,
round is the shape.
Well, that's the one Mikey's friend does. But like with Nick, I got a 6-pack and it doesn't say Budweiser.
Ooh.
All right.
Whoops.
We're Nick.
This is kind of an easy one.
All right. So, Matt, Sean, first up, Velvet Sky. So for the chat, the idea behind it, because I know we have a very astute audience here. Theoretically, I'm putting in there, is it a better adult film star name or pro wrestler name for our chat so that they don't help you?
Oh,
you don't know.
Oh, okay.
Is it better or is it actually?
Well, no,
it's better.
No. For us, we have to determine if it's pro wrestler or a porn star.
Yeah, but for the chat, since most of the chat's probably going to know some of these names.
Well, what I'll just do is I'm going to turn off the chat. So.
Yeah, I'm off.
Yeah, I'm
still
off
in the
too,
private.
So. Yeah, that's
but
right.
Yeah, I think Mark's also a fun.
I know this one. So.
I'm going to say wrestler.
Yeah, was it Velvet Sky at TNA?
Mm-hmm.
If I know. but I'm just gonna say wrestler.
What little TNA? I watched a lot of TNA when I was deployed because
her TNA or wrestling TNA?
Wrestling TNA. Because we would get like when I was in Afghanistan, they would get the Afghan satellite
I see what
TV.
you did.
And that was smooth. But we would get a lot of pro wrestling, not a lot of WWE. That'd be on AFN, Armed Forces Network. But in the Middle East, we would always get a ton of TNA, or Impact. So that's how I knew Velvet Sky. So
I just thought Sky would have, if it was a porn name, would be more.
Have an E on the end, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it have something like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I went wrestler. I thought for sure, I was like, EO Sky. Nah, I'm going wrestler here.
Chat, what do you think? Is it a better wrestling name or is it a better adult film star name?
An adult film star name, it should be spelled VELVETTESKYE.
Actually, the name would be flipped if it was if it was a porn name, it would have been flipped. Sky Velvet.
Oh yeah. She's a girl.
Can't take me anywhere.
Well done, fellas. Yeah. All right. Listen, we're equal opportunity folks here. So, male, female, re-identify us. So.
If I see Buff Bagwell, I'm going to be totally disappointed. I'm just saying.
Not make the list. Friend of the show.
Okay, good.
Number 2, gentlemen, Jake something. Jake something.
I've heard that name, so I'm going to go pro wrestler.
I don't know. You're on OnlyFans, Matt. You may have heard it.
Not really. Just when we talk about fantasy land.
Nah,
man, I barely get off.
I'm gonna go wrestler on this one because something's too ambiguous and it doesn't have enough innuendo.
True.
You are correct, pro wrestler.
See, I'm not smart. I just have deductive reasoning.
Yeah,
I'm like, none of this is ringing a bell. I'm just like, sure.
Yeah,
deductive reasoning.
We're using the Spock from Star Trek mentality. Is it logical?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I didn't really think.
Rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock comes later. Yeah.
That's
why I put the game later in the show. I was hoping you drink more and it wouldn't some of your deductive.
Well, listen, I have been hammering these damn things. Every time you cut a video, I run to the fridge.
I'm overhydrated because it's like 95 degrees and humid here, and I don't drink beer because I'm a smoker.
Yeah, me too.
I drank a beer.
For me, like 3 of these.
I drank another beer.
What?
What?
Oh my God.
That's fair. You can sweat it all out in Florida. Well, you can sweat it all out here too right now.
Yeah. So 3 beers. I hope I make it through SmackDown. People in the comments are like, "Man, what a fucking lightweight."
Ooh. Are you gentlemen ready for Riley Reid?
Oh,
I'm gonna say porn star.
Yeah, porn star. Yeah, that sounds like
very definitive
porn star name.
Nikki, do you think Riley Reid's an independent wrestler or an adult film star?
I don't recall a Riley Reid, so I'm gonna go.
Didn't show up at any of the podcasts you're listening to
No.
about a rising Riley Reid?
No, I know a Lainey Reid.
No?
But spelled different. Would she spell it differently? I don't know. I don't think so.
All right. You guys saying adult film?
I'm going porn star.
Touche.
He's also wrote she definitely is.
If she went to wrestling afterwards, then like her mom, you could be run through Riley Reid. That could be like your nickname. Run through
I have a question. Am I being offensive when I say porn star? I just, because we keep on using the term adult film star, I didn't know if I was being offensive by saying porn star.
I think just Nick didn't want to put porn in like our description.
For the algorithm. Yep.
So I don't know if us saying one way or the other, but I think him like typing like, "Hey, we're playing this new fun game."
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah, but like,
Sorry if I'm breaking your algorithm.
No, I didn't get to use this yet.
I know I'm sexy.
That's why I'm 3-0 right now.
Have you ever played that? I would have totally used that. Like,
You know what song's awesome to crank in the car? Edge's theme song from when he was with WWE.
Oh,
Believe it or not, Cody's is pretty good too.
That's a good one.
I'm going to be real. Like, Cody's is actually in a regular rotation of mine. Ringtones, I have, depending on the situation, i.e., it just happened. My DX ringtone went off to let me know that SmackDown was on. And honestly, you guys want the greatest ringtone ever? It's honestly Stone Cold Steve Austin's with the glass breaking.
Yeah.
I am constantly on silent, but I wear hearing aids. So when the glass shatters, it'll make you jump out of your freaking skin and you know you're getting a phone call. Just saying. Like,
never thought about that. Yeah, it's still the greatest.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, are you ready?
We're doing good so far, for sure.
Sunny Kiss.
Oh, I've heard of Sunny. Sunny Kiss is pro wrestler.
I'm going to say wrestler.
You were so excited about that one.
I'm so convinced that this was a good one.
No, they are a wrestler.
Do you want the logic behind it?
Yes. Oh, let's hear it.
Because kissing is intimate, and that's
not important.
not a very good.
Yeah.
So Sean is saying this.
I'm a nice man.
Yep. I told you I don't know any of these. I'm breaking it down. So that was my logic on that one. I was like, too intimate for adult film star.
I had to change around my trivia algorithm because Andrew Brunswick was fucking with it. So now I gotta rework it.
Oh, I did check the comments while in between questions, and somebody said that "Smooth" by Santana and Rob Thomas is the best ringtone. That's a good one.
So
that opening riff is pretty sweet.
It's a very dear. His wife and I are very fucking close, and that's our song. That is our song.
The best ringtone for people you hit.
I don't know about you, Sean, but I recorded SmackDown, so if we're running a little late, I just start a little late.
I'll just start it. Click and start it from beginning.
Yep, there you go. Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Sasha Grey. Sasha Grey.
So
you finally got a good one.
Sasha's very porny, but Grey could be like, it's kind of gray. It's ambiguous.
I'm just going to go. We've been running late on adult film stars, so I'm going to say adult film star on this one.
I'm going to go pro wrestler just to go against Sean. So one of us.
Oh, cool. This is going to be the decisive one.
Who?
You said you had 9.
Matt just said, yeah, well, it could be. I mean, it's the first one you've gone against each other. So this could be the turning point.
That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler, right, Nick? Man, I got to drink beer more.
Sean said adult film star. Matt said pro wrestler. It is, in fact, a triple X former.
Oh, you foiled me, you filthy bastard.
There's Layla Gray and Kendall Gray.
Oh,
so I don't know if you were trying to confuse people with the Grays, but now clearly you have.
No, I thought Sasha Grey is a pretty well known. She was in Entourage for a bit.
That only works so far unless you're like oblivious and ignorant like this guy. So
I do need to ask you about the penis schmeichia. Will it make my penis?
Oh my!
Oh, I got stoned the other night watching all the Celebrity Jeopardies, laughing, and my wife's like, "Haven't you seen these 100 times?" I'm like, "Yep." And then I had to watch some more cowbell with Bruce Dickinson.
Honestly, if you guys want to see, I think if not our highest viewed, but one of our most viewed episodes ever, is the original Great Outdoors episode where Matt and I are on location together, hammered, and saw Matt may have partaken in other dalliances. That episode is off the chain, buddy.
Yeah. So, devil's lettuce and Tito's vodka does not always mix.
It makes for a fun show, though.
That episode was actually the last time I've gotten drunk. That was a year ago.
You want to talk about an ADHD episode?
Oh gosh. Well, your wife's sitting behind me talking, and then we're making. It was.
Oh my God! It was a train wreck of greatness.
Everything not to do with a podcast, but yet I'm gonna go back and watch it at some point.
We have to all go back and watch that one.
Oh yeah.
I feel bad for the closed captions. They must have been trying real hard to keep up. Sorry, we don't understand slurring and made up words.
I added a bunch of comments.
Let me throw this out about Matt because I love Matt. Matt's my brother, right? Matt's accent, which is obviously Northeastern Bostonian type accent. You get drinks and the devil's lettuce in Matt. You lucky if you can understand every fifth word, man. The ahs and the kas and the kaput and that. Yeah,
like me
all
from
of
a
it.
whole other
Every
country.
stereotype from that region comes out of Matt's mouth. It is crazy. So much so that there are certain words in Matt's vernacular that my wife will make him intentionally repeat because she thinks it's freaking hilarious. She'll be just out of nowhere. Matt, say ka.
Yeah.
Matt was doing a drag. Anyway, sorry not to derail your great game show here. I just see.
I have a legal card. I can do it legally here in the great state of Florida.
He's got a card.
God bless America. Gentlemen, you ready for your next name?
Yep, bring it.
Longest trivia game ever. Like all the commenters are probably like, "Oh my gosh!"
Hey, Nick, we warned Nick before we got into this, so
we were here for this.
Alley Catch. Oh, that's a porn star. That's porn. It just sounds like nasty.
Man, if that's your wrestling name, you've done something horrible in your life. So I'm gonna say, adult film star.
But then it would be Alley Catches Catch Can.
Do you concur?
Oh no, Mama's a wrestler.
Alley Catches wrestler.
That is a horrible name choice.
That sounded very
horrible.
GCW. Okay.
I thought for sure
she's in TNA. She's been in the UK.
That you two would guess pro wrestler because I've been like. Especially the logic that you guys have been presenting this whole.
I thought that with the catch can, but it sounded kind of pornish, like Alley Cat.
Oh, she can catch some stuff. Just saying. So, catch definitely sounds like a porn name, buddy.
like catch these nuts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
She catching in different orifices. And I've been drinking and I said orifices. Speaking of which, I got to reload.
As long as she doesn't catch the gonorrhea syphilitis, simplex 12.
Herpsyphilitis. Get it right.
Yes. Sure, whatever. That one too. All of the above.
Well, you know who doesn't have that? The next name. At least I hope not. You never know. The next name.
Oh man, that's
Lexington Steel.
Oh yeah. So that's got to be a male adult star.
I am just going with adult star because the name just. Now that is a good porn name and a horrible wrestling name.
Yes. Watch, it's probably.
I don't care if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm having fun.
Reese is talking about Alley Catch. We saw her live. Good watch. Maybe not Sasha. But
by the way, if they're pro wrestlers or adult film stars, we're not demeaning them. We're just having fun with the name.
Oh yeah, this is all part because it's all artistic. That's the part of it. It's like you never know. It's like music. Share.
Look, it's all wrestling. It's just in different formats.
Well, like Lexington Steel, that's got to be a porn name because remember, they would always parody a movie or a TV show, and so you had Remington Steel and
Remington Steel.
Yeah, you have Lexington Steel. So he's just some rich dude that just bones chicks and makes tons of money. So porn star.
When we get to the end of this, we're all gonna throw in on. I have one for you, Nick. When we're done with this, and you have to answer this. So just go.
Do it.
Well, 2 more. So
Is there? I just want to know: is there a video daily double?
no, I didn't
You
get
just want to doodle?
I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend.
I think we would have to call it. Oh my gosh. All right. Questions 8, 7. Hammerstone.
Nah, that's a pro wrestler. He's probably like doing some like Viking gimmick
Or
like
Alex Hammerstone, if you prefer.
a what?
I don't.
Alex
I'm
Hammerstone.
going wrestler because
I'm going wrestler
if that's your porn name, you suck.
Yeah.
You probably should.
And not in a good way.
To make it.
Yeah, maybe.
You should have put Alex Hammerstone. Because depending where he was at, it was Hammerstone or Alex Hammerstone. So
Yeah, that's kind of a cool name for a wrestler.
Yeah.
He
small
doesn't
for
have
a big jack dude. Like he looks like
he's got weird proportions. Like he looks big, but he's not big, but he's big, but I don't know how to describe him.
Yeah, like he's like it reminds me a lot of like like Taz when he like just
But
jacked,
like bigger than Taz, but not
No, Apollo Crews, like a Apollo Crews, like big like that,
big, small,
like muscular but
big.
small in stature, like 5'10", and you're like, all right, well, like you can see like why everyone.
Yeah, I don't know why we both keep doing this.
They're not like they present themselves as a hulking person, but it reminds me of a bigger version of, well, he's called Pac now in AEW, but like,
yeah, I know Pac is.
Or
Neville in WWE days, right?
I was gonna say Jonathan Gresham, but I don't think it's just. Anywho's.
All right, final one.
All right,
Asia Akira.
I'm gonna say pro. That sounds very Japanese pro wrestler, female pro wrestler.
I am going to allow Matt to tie it up, and I just want to be contrarian anyway. So I will just. Well, because my gut reaction is to agree with him on this one.
You got to go up. You got to go up 2 on me if I'm wrong. So you have really nothing to lose.
I don't know, but like I do not have the Comic-Con,
Akira is a name we've seen in pro wrestling a lot. So
I know I'm gonna go adult film star here just to be contrarian, and if I lose, you tie. If not, I whooped your ass. So we're gonna go with that.
I'm gonna go pro wrestler.
Matt's going pro wrestler. Ed remembers that Great Muta versus Asia Akira.
Oh, Ed, man.
Ed saw that on whatever platform that Triple X had because she is a porn star.
I thought Ed was like that.
All right.
Sean Green 316 says you just whooped Matt's ass.
Yes. All right. So let's
I have to look myself to remember.
Nick, I want to stay in this fun zone for just a moment, and we're going to move on. Nikki, I will allow you to bow out if you wish on this one. So we're all juveniles here anyways, and like we all know the old rule, right? The street that you grew up on.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So it's going to be your middle name and the street that you grew up on. So Nick, your middle name and the street you grew up on. What do you got?
Oh, wait. Michael Rose.
Yeah, you're Michael Rose.
Michael Rose.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Matt?
Old lady.
So the street I grew on was called Iron Mine Hill Road, but if we're going to play the game, it'd be Raymond Iron. That's great. Raymond Iron, that's a good name, man.
Yeah, actually.
Are you bowing out or are you in, Nikki, on this one?
There's nothing flaccid about that name.
It doesn't come up short.
It just means art doesn't reflect reality. We got it.
Sorry. I mean, I watch pro wrestling, so I get a healthy dose of fantasy land. So we'll keep it going.
I have a grandma name. I'm Anne Merline, which sounds like nothing.
Oh, so you could be like the MILF for the cougar.
And
Yeah,
it's not.
that's
That's
actually not that bad.
Southern.
Mine is
Because she could be like in the videos where she
Yeah,
just
you'd be appearing
seduces
in,
like
like,
her
Southern,
stepkids
like-
and stepkids' friends. She could be like the cougar.
well.
So since I'm on such a roll on this topic, I think I might win this one. You guys can be the judge. It would be Douglas Wetmore for mine.
That or a member of British Parliament.
Depending. But no, I don't know why. Like halfway through this game, I was just like, oh my God, I want to know what everybody's freaking, porn name would be. I just needed to know.
Steven made a great point. If you lived in New York City, somewhere out there, people would answer it would be John Avenue of the Americas.
And then Kat's got like Michelle Woodbury, like, and she writes murder mysteries.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Reese, it's your middle name and the street you grew up on.
Yes.
Reese
Yeah.
is asking for a rehash.
Yep.
I feel like me and Kat we're old ladies solving mysteries together.
Now, if you live in if you live in a van down by the river, wherever the van is parked is okay.
Hanging out with Angela Lansbury, you two.
Yeah.
Reese, I kind of like your new name.
James Kenilworth.
Kenilworth.
I can see that being a wrestler.
Reese, you need a monocle.
That's pretty good.
And a mustache.
Yeah.
And you need to give out Monopoly money every time I pass go for $200.
Instead of Mr. Burns, like Reese is going to get into a fight with the Monopoly dude.
Sorry. I totally just turned your poor name into just a financial advance.
I'm waiting for the comment
As soon as
in
he
the
starts
chat for
twirling
someone
the
to be like,
evil guy mustache, man. Like,
Steven, what's yours? Steven, you're in the chat.
Steven!
Put it in there. You just been trolling.
speaking of
everybody.
evil, they're going to do another Austin Powers movie.
Really? Oh.
you don't say.
Yeah. But
I just watched all
with
those.
inflation, wouldn't it be like now
It's
$1 billion?
really left SmackDown.
Yeah, Steven might have left to watch SmackDown. You never know.
Yeah.
But, fellas, this has been a blast.
This has been fun. Like I'm like
This
now
has
I'm
been
catching up
a
on the
lot of fun.
comments. Yeah, it has been. So I don't know if I need to start watching porn or just start watching more indie wrestling to find out who these people are.
Why not both?
Listen, if your wife's not doing research, leave me alone.
I'm doing my homework.
Yeah.
What a great excuse. Split screen, porn and indie wrestling going on. Babe, I'm just doing research, man. It's all good.
But why
For
is the
show.
why is the volume on mute? Stop asking questions.
And don't look me in the eye, damn it.
Yeah.
That's an indie wrestler name to me, Anthony Leeds.
It's disturbing yet strangely arousing at the same time.
That actually, Anthony Leeds would definitely be a good wrestler name. I mean, we saw it with Royce Keys. His name actually has a lot of meaning to him, you know? So, like, it's kind of interesting, like, how you make those combos, right? Like, you know, and it just shows we're all on the cusp. We hit that divergent path. You either go pro wrestler or you go porn star. I mean, that's it. Like, those are your only two choices, depending on your name. You're locked in.
Gentlemen, I will leave you both with this one on this as we end this game show.
But Matt ran away.
Better name. Better adult film star name or pro wrestler name? Blake Monroe.
Because it's both.
Honestly, I am going to say that she has probably found the perfect balance between both. And I'm not going to lie. Like, so inside baseball, Nick's been talking about this for like not Blake Monroe specifically, but this concept of a game.
Yes.
And like he's had this in the back of his head for months.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but to be honest with you, because of Nick having this in the back of his brain for months, when Blake Monroe moved to the main roster and, you know, obviously they're doing video vignettes, I started hearing Blake Monroe and I'm like, crap, it could go either way with that name. That would be an evil one like 10, 15 years from now. Like, you would be like, I don't know, man. Like, Would we be shocked if it was either or? She really did do a good job of finding the middle ground.
Legit now, that's also a porn star's name.
Is it really?
She got flack, so she picked Blake because apparently that's her niece's name, and picked Monroe because Marilyn Monroe. And the WWE picked it. We're like, great, let's go. That's her name. And then the internet was like, that's actually a porn star.
Yeah, it was
when Paige and Becky and Charlotte came in, and they were like the submission sorority, and they're like, well, that's a porn. And then like they changed it to PCB or whatever, but they didn't change Blake's name.
Sorry. Steven's throwing haymakers in the chat and really just ruining fucking Reese's love life right there.
Ooh.
You ever see The Girl Next Door?
Like the legit movie.
The movie, sorry. Not The Girl Next Door.
Nah.
Oh, what a buzzkill.
Sorry.
The Girl Next Door. It's actually literally perfect for this situation right now.
That's a great movie, The Girl Next Door.
The movie, so basically the short of it is The Girl Next Door ends up being this 18-year-old adult film star that the guy falls in love with, and but basically Steven just kind of crapped on that because Reese's, and she ends up being like the guy next door gets a crush on her, finds out she's an adult film star, and this whole big thing. But Reese just kind of crapped because Deanna Purrazzo is Reese, and Steven just crapped on Reese's love because Deanna Purrazzo is Reese's love of his life, and now apparently, according to Steven,
boy, we're all just peeing in everybody's pool. It is hot out, so
don't yuck someone else's yum.
Steven's like, oh yeah, Reese was already on that video. It's already on his favorites.
No.
Was it a bad movie? I don't know. I don't know how you rate it.
I didn't see it, but don't yuck someone else's
which
yum.
Deanna's movie? Wait, what movie? Sorry, go backwards.
I mean, if we talk about adult movies, I mean, they're not really classics or plot heavy.
Hey, son.
Oh, little girl,
what do you mean? Are you telling me
your car broke down? Oh, your radiator overheated? Take your clothes off and I'll fix it for you. That's the plot right there. And the Oscar goes to.
Is that not the definition of quid pro quo? Like, I don't know. Anyways.
I don't know. I see a girl broke down the side of the highway. I try that out. I'm a creep. But in the movies, it works. So I don't know.
But, yeah.
Maybe I need a different approach.
Oh, gentlemen, this has been a blast. Thank you all for joining us.
Man, we had a great time. This was
this was a hoot. This was a hoot and a half.
It's actually kind of nice to get on a wrestling podcast and not talk about wrestling the entire time.
That's what it's all about.
Hey, I hit my quota. I got a rant in about the bloodline, so I'm good. Like, quota checked.
I hope you didn't cost Nick any subscribers.
Anyways, they can send all of their hate over to freaking If We Had the Pencil.
Yeah, please
Feel
do.
free to hate on me all you want. That's why I'm here.
Nothing but love.
Yes, no, you guys have been
all
a blast.
opinions. Love it.
We absolutely adore having you on here. Let everyone know before we let you get out of here where they can find you.
Matt, that's your gig.
Okay, so If We Had the Pencil, you can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We're once in a while on X, but also you can find our full episodes on the iTunes podcast app, and you can also find us on Spotify as well. So if you don't want to look at us, but you want to listen to us, Spotify and podcasts on iTunes is the way to go. If you want to look at our handsome visages, then YouTube it is. So. And Instagram and TikTok, but we love it. We have a good time, man. It's so much fun, and it's a good way for Sean and I to like guarantee connect at least once a week. So
yep,
love it.
That's a big thing. It's like get to have our bro time and shoot the shit, and because sometimes it's an hour and a half podcast turns into a 6-hour BS session between pre and post production and internet issues and just shooting the shit.
When somebody. And ironically enough, I have not been the problem the last couple of weeks. Even when I was in a hotel, somebody else was.
You hear that?
Who's on? I don't know. First base. Okay.
Oh man, fellas, this has been a blast.
Love it. Thanks for
Looking
coming and
forward to
playing.
it, the next time we have
No,
it.
thanks for having us. I appreciate
thank
it. Thank
We
you.
gotta-
We love coming on. So
Hey,
thank you again.
and happy 4th, everybody, and enjoy your celebrations and your cookouts or whatever you're doing. Be safe tomorrow, and man, if you're in this heat wave, stay hydrated and try to keep cool. It's pretty rough. But
Yep. He stole my line, man. Like on top. Hey, I'm just saying, Gatorade and vodka or something like that. Like mix in those electrolytes. Stay warm or stay hydrated because it's gonna be brutal.
And I'm sure Sean will agree with us, but like, no matter how you feel, this is the greatest country in the world, hands down. Take it from two guys that have been all over the world. This is, even with the problems, whatever, this is the best place in the world to be.
We've seen what the other side of the coin can be. Trust me.
Yeah,
this is pretty good.
So celebrate it. Have fun with it.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank
And by the way, take care and love you guys. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Play.
Thanks, guys. Matt and Sean, if we had the pencil, thank you guys again for coming on. Not only coming on, obviously everything you've done for the
All the
country.
I can't thank them enough. Their service, their obviously their family stuff, and sacrificing all the stuff that they did. Like so much appreciated. You guys are so fucking awesome and fun, and come and hang out and bullshit with us and have some cocktails and.
Let's take a look back because there's some real Americans. I get to Jay Uso run that back.
Oh
We're
my
taking this song back, Nikki.
gosh. Do it. Go back, go follow Matt and Sean. If we have the pencil, they're amazing. I'm so glad they came and played with us today. Happy 4th to them and all our people. It's so fun. I stopped. My chest hurts and my face hurts from laughing too much this episode. We're
I
like,
told you it was gonna be.
I know we're gonna have so much fun, and
You didn't believe me.
Everyone, I hope your cheeks and your stomach is hurting as much as I am. This has been so fun.
We're bleeding very much into
I know.
SmackDown, where you might see me in my socks.
Again, look up. Look at those socks
Big
and his
white
little knees.
socks. The only person with socks on in that stadium.
Shorts and
Arena.
socks are your thing, baby. You can find those knees anywhere.
Also, wrestling's our thing.
Yes.
And we thank you all, as we do each and every week, for joining us on this show and being part of this community, which not only is based in the United States, where we're celebrating our 4th of July and the 250th anniversary of this country. Crazy. But also all of our friends from around the world, we appreciate you all. So let's let, as we always do now, Stephanie McMahon take us out with closing.
We come from all over the world, from different backgrounds, ethnicities, beliefs, capabilities, and ideologies. And what brings us together is this shared passion for what happens in that ring. The one place where we control our own destiny, where our differences are our strengths, where we ride or die with the characters we love and the stories that give us hope, the stories that make us human. Because at the end of the day, we're all the same, and all we have is each other.
That's right. We are back here Friday at 6 p.m. our normal time. So make sure before you get out of here, you smash the old like and subscribe. But until then, you don't have to go home.
But you can't stay here. Goodbye.